We're recording?
Yes, we are recording.
Hello.
So I hope it doesn't look too awkward if I just sit like this. I think it'll look fine.
However is natural for you.
Yeah. Well, so a lot has happened lately.
Is this the life update episode?
I think this is the life update episode.
Cool.
So we retreated away to a cabin because of a lot that happened.
Yeah, a lot.
Do you want to start out with because we have a timeline. It all started with Milo.
I know. Should we introduce Milo? He's not here. If only we could formally introduce him and have him in the video with us. Are you looking at the camera, or are we supposed to not look at the camera?
No, I'm not looking at it.
Okay. But there are some cats here. So Milo is a cat, for those wondering. And he's not here at the moment, but there are other cats who are here. And maybe they'll come out during this episode. We'll see.
Yeah, they might.
I thought I heard one, but it may have been just like an acorn falling. But yeah, Milo is our new cat. So there's more on that.
Yeah, so we found him, I think 3 months ago today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was
May
30th when we found him.
31st.
May 31st when we found him. And everything was just hard enough to decide whether or not we should keep him or not. Because he looked like somebody's cat, and we couldn't decide if he was just a stray walking around or anything like that. So we took him to a 24-hour vet service that do you remember when we took him there and then he got out of the car?
I remember.
And I chased him for blocks around apartment complexes.
You ran a mile.
Yeah, I pretty much ran a mile just trying to get him.
Yeah.
And then you have the touch, thankfully. So whenever you finally called me and you're like, where are you at? And I was all out of breath. And I was like, I think I'm in an apartment complex somewhere. And then you eventually found me. He eventually came out to you and you picked him up. And he didn't have a chip. He didn't have a collar. He didn't have anything like that. So we just decided to go to Walmart and grab a kennel and just take him home just for the night and see what happens.
Forgot we went to Walmart.
Yeah, we went to Walmart that night and got a kennel.
I got him this little dish of wet food that he didn't even touch.
Yeah, he didn't even touch it.
But yeah, that was a wild night. Little did I know that was when we found our cat son.
Yeah, and so we were like, we don't know if we're gonna keep him or not. He looks clean. He seems okay. He was hiding a lot at first. He was very nervous. But after a couple days, we decided to take him to the vet, and we decided, what came first? Was it the vet, or was it when we took him back to that park?
We took him back to the park.
Okay, we took him back to the park to see, we would just let him go and see if he runs off. And he just kind of walked around a little bit, and then I caved in and was like, can we actually keep him?
Yeah, Caleb caved. No, it was real easy too. He's really sweet. He is moody, but I feel like that's just a part of being a cat, and that's what you're gonna get most of the time, I guess, when you get a cat. And overall, he was pretty chill. But yeah, that night was really tough. When we brought him back to the park, I thought that was when we were saying goodbye.
Yeah, but we didn't, because I caved and I was like, can we go get him? Just try one more time and see if he comes to you. And he did.
As some of our friends would say, we kidnapped him. But
yes,
did we?
Well, maybe we did.
He seems like he has accepted that he is living with us and is not in a hurry to get back out to the dumpster that we found him at.
Yeah, and we did everything we could. There was no chip, there was no collar.
Right.
You posted online to see if anybody would take him, and nobody said anything.
Someone did, but they realized he wasn't their cat, and they said, sorry. Oh my gosh, I think I'm bug cleaning on me.
Yeah, so nobody said anything, and so we ended up deciding to keep him, and we were hesitant because of the litter box. That was a big point of contention. Right. We didn't know what to do with the litter box, but I feel like with things like that, you may not know what to do, really.
I
like just
yeah.
figure it out.
Personally, I didn't know what to do. The only person who reached out said that wasn't their cat when they thought it was, and I was thinking no one was gonna say that was my cat, and so that was seeming like, oh my gosh, this cat doesn't belong to anybody, and we went door to door.
Yeah, we did go door to door in that neighborhood, and one of the neighbors that actually picked up their door, they said that nobody in that area had cats or even really liked cats.
Right. It's a pretty decent neighborhood. Like, it's a safe neighborhood overall, and so it seemed like maybe someone was just letting their cat be an outdoor cat and it got out or something, so it seemed safe to go up and ask people near the dumpster that we found it at if it was their cat, but also the cat was at a dumpster. That's kind of what gave me the idea that it was a stray.
Yeah.
Or he was a stray.
So. Yeah. And we thought it was a she for a while too.
Yeah.
So we ended up thinking it was a she, and you didn't tell me the name for a while. And
just attachment.
Yeah, because attachment. So we just called him Cat for a while.
Yeah.
And then eventually we took him to the vet and found out that he was a boy and he was a neutered male. So he was in fact somebody's cat at some point. Might have had a mosquito on me. But he was somebody's cat at some point. But nobody came forward. We tried. We did pretty much everything we thought to do. But now he's ours. And his name is Milo.
Yes, Milo. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I wanted to... I was gonna say something, literally just lost my thought. But yeah, now he's our My.
The vet said that he was okay. So he was a clean cat. And he was in good health too. He was like maybe 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old.
Right, I know. Yeah, he's a little bit of an older cat, so...
And he seemed really chill too. Like he wasn't really jumping up on the furniture, not really destroying anything.
Which is what we need because we don't have time for a baby.
Yeah, so...
cat or a kitten.
That was another reason why I wanted to keep him, because I was like, this seems like the most ideal cat. Like, it's an orange cat. You wanted an orange cat, and I didn't know that I wanted an orange cat.
I personally don't want an orange, because I grew up with an orange cat, and it just feels like full circle moment for me, I guess, to have an orange cat. But
yeah.
If you want, did you want an orange cat? You said you didn't know.
I didn't know that I wanted an orange cat, and then whenever we got him, I was like, I'm now like, I always thought I was a dog person, but now I'm a cat guy.
I've always been both, and yeah, when I saw that he was orange, I was like, no way, is this a sign? Literally, remember, it was the day that my cousin had said, you guys need to just take a stray cat in.
Yeah, and then that day.
And that night, we found Milo.
Yeah.
So, it felt like all was pointing to taking Milo in.
Yeah, but that was a little bit, I think, did we decide that Milo was going to be ours when that hailstorm happened?
No, we were doing like a test week that week.
That's right. So we didn't even know. I jumped ahead a little bit on the timeline because in between that, on June 3rd, was it June 3rd?
June 5th.
June 5th, that massive hailstorm came in.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny too because Milo was just loafed up underneath the coffee table the whole time. There was tornado sirens going on. And hearing all the stories of like everybody that was like dealing with like the same thing in the same area, everybody was taking shelter, getting in basements. They were scared. I was standing there looking at the windows like, I hope this doesn't get too bad. And you were washing dishes.
I know, we were doing the least amount of taking cover that we could have done, I guess. That's what I mean though, Milo's super chill. He was super chill during that whole entire fiasco.
We were also super chill. We got so lucky that
true.
Our windows didn't break because our neighbors, like right across from us, windows got busted in. It probably was very scary for them.
A lot of like our neighbors next to us too, right next to us.
Yeah, other people that we know, that if they had skylights, it just busted and the hail was coming through. Like, it was pretty bad for a lot of people. And we were just sitting there like, hope it doesn't get worse than this. But we did know that like our cars are getting battered.
I know, I was gonna say, I guess that segues into the next like life event that was big that we had around that
was
time.
The cars. So yeah, we knew that hailstorm was really bad. And after it ended, I walked outside and it looked like post-apocalyptic. Like everybody was walking outside looking around like, what the heck?
I know.
And looking at their cars. One of our neighbors had just gotten 2 new cars too.
Right.
And so they were looking at the damage and we were looking at our damage. Our windshields were broken. My gas cap fell off. My tail light was kind of busted. I think my car shielded your car a little bit,
I know.
but both cars were totaled.
Yeah, both got totaled, and my car went out to the neighbors because you're right. They literally got those brand new cars.
Yeah,
Literally a week before.
I think so. Yeah, I saw them like taking selfies with it, and I was like, oh, that was like us when we just bought this brand new car that is now totaled.
Well, we at least had it for a year.
We had it for a year, but that's still not a long time for a car.
I know.
So, yeah, that whole process was a nightmare. I mean, with mine, like we took it and they said that it was probably going to be like $10,000 or more, and I was like, well, I guess I'll just drive it as is because it's older. I don't think I'm going to get much off of it.
But I don't want you driving a golf ball around.
Oh, it's all right. It still works.
It was just an unexpected moment for a lot of people, and it still is affecting people. People have their windows boarded up to this day.
To this day, and it's been like 3 months since.
Yeah, it's been a couple months at least.
There's still caution tape like all around
yeah.
our place. They like I don't know if they like stopped people from doing it, but like they re-put it up there. So I'm like, I don't know if people are like, stop walking through this, but
yeah, it looks like a crime scene happened.
it really does look like a crime scene happened.
I guess, yeah, in a way it was a crime, maybe you could say. It was crazy, that's for sure.
Yeah, and long story short, we ended up unexpectedly not knowing that the damage was so bad on the new car that our options were either pay out of pocket to fix it, right, which would have been really expensive, or just drive it as is, or surrender it and use that money to get a new car.
Yeah, when I first got that phone call, I was just like, no way, we're gonna have to go through. And I'm thankful, like a lot of people weren't in the situation that we were in to where they could get a new car, but personally, car buying is not my thing, so to go through it all over again.
I think I got the email or like we both got the
Yes.
email, but I saw it because I was on my computer at the time,
Right.
and I sent it to you like, are you reading this right? Because I'm reading it as like we might need to give up the car. And then it was terrible because I was like, I don't want to give up that car. Like, it's hail damage. Shouldn't a hail repair place be able to fix it?
Yeah, I was confused. It's confusing. And there's just all this lingo that you're just like, what? So I like to just call and figure out what things mean. And so that's what I did with the email. And then that's when they were like, yeah, so like you just said, here's your options. And it was like, if we were to keep the car, it was not going to get fixed. Is basically the main thing I gathered from that call. So that was really devastating.
That was sad.
It's just a car, but at the same time, like,
You worked really hard to get that car.
I appreciate that. We both did. And that was our car. That was like our first car we ever bought as a married couple.
And it was like the exact one that we wanted.
The exact one. Even better. It was better than we wanted. Like,
Even better than what you wanted, yeah.
yeah, it was amazing how it happened. But
So we ended up getting another new car.
I know. So now fast forward to where we're at now. It's, again, a blessing. Like, a lot of people, I'm sure, weren't in a position where they could get a new car. So the fact that we were is a huge blessing. But it was very, like, okay. It was kind of like we climbed a mountain and now we had to climb a bigger, well, maybe not bigger, but the same sized mountain all over again.
Yeah. Insurance did help out too. We didn't just like go get a new car because we wanted to. Like, insurance was able to help out enough to where we could actually
Yeah.
like put down enough like what we paid for originally.
True.
So
yeah.
it was just a matter of finding the exact same car. But we couldn't find the exact same car. We thought we did. There was a dealership that we went to that was like 2 hours away from our house, and we found it and we realized that it was a model under what we
Yeah.
had, and it felt like it would been a downgrade.
Yeah, I remember we both were saying we don't want to feel like we got robbed
Yeah.
from the hailstorm, so we want to still strive for what we had if possible.
Yeah. But right next to it was the exact same model that we had, but a different color.
Right, the color. Again, just maybe not a mountain. It was a hill that we were climbing. It's not the end of the world, but the color we got was a good color. Maybe not my favorite, just my favorite.
Yeah, I feel like I influenced you a bit because I like the color a lot, but it wasn't like, we had a black one originally, and black was like the color.
That was
But-
the color I for sure wanted and was striving for. And some might say like black is, you can see when it gets dirty. You can tell it gets dirty. But I like the black look.
Yeah.
Car.
But it looks like the color of my pants a little bit, maybe a little bit more gray.
The color of car we have now?
Yeah.
Your pants? I want to say it looks more...
Looks more gray.
It's just right over there. It looks more darker.
It looks darker?
It looks kind of like the Mustang that you had, in a way, the color.
Yeah.
Maybe the color of the, like, roofs, or of this, actually. It looks like this.
Yeah, it does look like that, actually.
For those wondering, this is the color. And this is not a bad color at all. Like, it is a really nice color. It's just personally not my favorite for a car. And it's growing on me, but it's at first not the color that I guess I was going for.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess you did influence me a little bit, but
I also really wanted another car again.
yeah, I know. We were kind of in a pin. Again, it was very just like time crunch. Like, we were on a schedule to tell the insurance what to do and then when to get the car. And then, yeah, we were down to one car, which is, it's possible to live in a one-car household, but it was getting a little rough by that point.
It was getting a little rough. So I was like kind of influencing you to get a new car because of that. But I also really liked the color. But I also wanted you to get it if you really wanted it. And
I appreciate that.
I don't know if you like knew if you wanted it or not.
It's a really nice car. I know. I don't know if I knew either. I was really, while we were sitting there talking over the paperwork, trying to evaluate myself. But maybe that was a sign that I didn't really know and we shouldn't have gone through with it.
Yeah.
But I think after the fact, now that it's been, a month since we got the car, it's growing on me.
Yeah.
But definitely at the time it was like, what did we do?
Yeah.
I still want to strive for a black car, but
yeah.
I'm chilling right now.
And then there's more car news after that, but still in between the whole saga of having a cat and the car, our AC kept going out like 4 times.
Dude, I kind of forgot about that. That was another factor in the chaos of 2025 summer.
Yeah, luckily, like, at the time it wasn't like 115 billion degrees outside. Like, the highest was, I think, like 95 degrees, which is still pretty hot, but it was getting up to like 88 degrees.
That for you, you're hot-natured.
I'm hot-natured, so. And then our cat was moodier than normal.
Yeah,
I could tell that he probably just didn't like it either.
He was swatting.
Yeah.
Letting you know he was not happy.
Yeah.
Biting, and yeah. We learned quickly what it was like to have a moody cat.
Yeah. But after all that, it was just a matter of calling them, and they came out multiple times and temporarily fixed it, but didn't really fix it. But then they eventually fixed it fully, and it finally started to work. And then there was a little bit of a period where we're like, okay, we got a new car, AC's working, we have a bit of a break.
And we have a cat.
And like, because one of the things was like, whenever we did get the cat, we knew it was going to be a lot all at once. But I feel like if we didn't keep him, we probably would have regretted it when everything calmed down.
Yeah, that's kind of something we touched on, I think, when we talked about keeping him. Was like, we would have probably missed him if we had taken him back to the park and just said it wasn't the time, because it was a lot at that moment.
Yeah.
So.
And in that brief time that everything calmed down, you went to school right after.
Yeah, I know. I went back to school right after all that. Yeah, the AC went out like 4 times in total.
It was 4 times in total, yeah.
Yeah, I think it just had gotten turned right back on the 4th time, right before I started school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That was a crazy time with the AC going out in the summer. And, oh my gosh. We had ice cream literally melt.
Yeah.
Right as we took it out of the freezer.
Yeah, that was funny. But, like, once everything kind of settled down, you went back to school. It was kind of back into grind time, but luckily we weren't dealing with as much. It was just a matter of, like, work getting very busy and then dealing with school at the same time. So having those 2 things is kind of like, we could take that, like, that's fine. But I am glad that we got a new car, and we did. Because then mine started to make funny sounds. Because mine was
Yep.
the only car, and we took it to Hobbs. We took it to Dallas.
Oh yeah.
And then I also drove it to Midland for work.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I'm kind of driving this car a lot. And then it was like anytime we went anywhere, it was that car. So
Yeah.
pretty much like a couple weeks after we got the new car, mine started to make a funny sound. And then it was literally at the mechanic for a month. So we went from being a one car household for a long time. Then we got 2 cars again. And then we're back to 1 car.
Dude, this car stuff is just not. Car stuff is not our thing.
The saga continues. Because I
Yeah.
still have to go get it fixed later.
And is it gonna be in the shop for another month?
It might be.
To be continued.
But they said it was not urgent, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna just have to deal with it being a little bit louder than normal. Hopefully that's okay.
Well, as long as it's safe to drive. I mean,
They did say it was safe. They said it was nothing urgent.
if anything, we can go back to being a one-car household for a bit, but hopefully it's not for a month.
Yeah, hopefully it's not for a month.
And yeah, it's just the saga continues, I guess. I just pray that this is the last time for a long time.
Me too. But that's also why we're here.
Yeah, so we're at the cabin, I guess you could say, just like literally on a whim.
Yeah, we were just yesterday we were like, okay, it's a 3-day weekend. It's Labor Day weekend, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were like, what if we just like went camping or something? Because we've been wanting to go camping.
Yeah.
And then we looked at Airbnbs, and then we were like, well, let's just do it.
And here we are,
Now here we are.
around all the foliage. I can just look out into this foresty area, and it's great. I love it. I do
Yeah.
love it. I love being out here. Like, it just feels more at peace out here.
Yes. It's only 1 day, but
Yeah.
I wish we could be here for like a week because it's not camping. Like there's RVs and stuff around us. We're not in an RV, but
It's glamping.
it's glamping. Yeah, we got like Harry Potter in there playing. Oh, I turned the TV off, but we were watching Harry Potter earlier.
We have a bed.
We have a
to sleep
bed. It's
in.
comfortable and AC.
An AC unit that works.
There's cats here too. There's like 5
Yeah.
cats.
I know. I'm not seeing any of them come out, but there are quite a bit of cats out here.
I saw
Which makes
Gary
it all the
walking
better.
around over there somewhere.
Yeah, so we've named them for fun, and Caleb picked Gary for a little orange guy.
Yeah, we have an orange cat, and the cat that we saw is an orange cat, and they're kittens too. And I was like, I think Gary is he over there somewhere?
Sorry, I keep like breathing into the mic. I hope that's not going to affect the sound later.
I'm sure it's fine.
We're like heavily like laughing into it. But yeah, little Gary. What'd you call him? Gare Bear.
Gare Bear.
And then Leo was the first one we came about when we were like bringing in our stuff yesterday. He
Yeah.
just walked right up to us to like welcome us. It was cute.
Yeah.
He was following us around. So there's Leo, Gary, and then there's, yeah, you said 5. I think there was, we found out that one was a girl or a boy instead of a girl.
They're
So
like all girls except for the mom.
all boys, I think.
I mean, all boys, yeah.
Yeah. Lewis is now the name for that one. It
Yeah.
was originally Lucy. And
Now it's
then
Lewis.
Lewis, so, and then we think the one that's a girl is maybe, I at least think it's Minx, maybe, is the mom.
Yeah.
But otherwise there's, who's the last one? Frank.
Frank?
I think Frank.
Okay, Frank.
Is that what we,
I know I said Frank at one point.
which one's Frank again?
I don't remember. They're not
Okay.
even out here. It would be easier if I could see them, but I don't know
Yeah.
where they're at.
They'll probably show up later, but lots of cats, so
But
lots
that's
of
our
company.
life update story.
I know. Are you getting eaten alive
I
by
don't
mosquitoes?
think so. Are you?
No, but I feel like we should be taking precaution, maybe? I don't know.
I didn't even put on bug spray. I forgot to.
It's
But-
not like the Nile virus and the Nile virus going around.
Yeah,
Wait, we're not in. Well, it could still be here. I don't know.
I think
We're out
it-
of town. That was
yeah.
in town that I heard about that, so maybe.
I
maybe
don't know
here
if
it's
it's
all
here.
good.
I think
don't
we'll be
know.
okay. I do have one mosquito bite right here, but I think we're okay.
But yeah, all of that was maybe what discussed in the span of 10 minutes, but it took the course of 3 months
Yeah,
to go through.
yeah, and it's
Gosh.
still going with
True.
the car stuff, but
Yeah.
we're taking a break out here. So we decided to record the podcast episode here.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. It's nice and peaceful.
Maybe there'll be a part 2. I don't know. Hopefully it's a nice part 2. Like,
Life update part 2.
yeah.
Things are chill.
Things are chill. Nothing happened.
The most we've done is bake bread or something.
Yeah. It's about to be September, so Christmas shopping is coming up. It's pretty much going to be pumpkin spice lattes are out.
You've already partaken in the pumpkin spice trend.
Yeah.
I have yet to.
Yeah, but once the pumpkin spice comes out, it's practically like shop for your Halloween costumes, go Christmas shopping, and then Happy New Year, everybody.
And I'm going to be baking zucchini bread, you already know. Allison's never had it, so...
She's going to have it.
And whoever else wants zucchini bread, just come over. I got you. Yeah, it's going to be the bird months soon.
Love it.
Tomorrow starts the bird month.
Yep. I want a pumpkin spice latte now.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess we should wrap it up, huh?
Yeah. I think this is a good time.
Well.
And we're out.
I'm gonna go find Gary.
All right.